Here we go again. Back to Empyrion Galactic. We are in our capital vessel with the hover vessel in the hold. We stopped by our base on Elbrus, made a bunch of ammo, uh, grabbed some vegetables. Um, couldn't find the core in the radio tower, but we did clean up the other fortifications and whatnot around the radio tower. The auto turrets were shooting at the generators inside the point defense spots and ceased fire once they had destroyed the generators. So that's good to know. Stopped by the moon, grabbed a bunch of promethium and pentaxid, so that's warp fuel slash shield fuel and just fuel for the promethium. And we're here in space in our capital vessel, using almost no power when we're stationary. And we are going to attempt to do the quest of the lava planet. So we check this out. I got planet info, and it's got iron, copper, sathium, gold, pentaxid, estrium, promethium, zirconium. So I'll have to do some mining when I get there. Meteorites, labeled as depletion, unsure what that means. Also have some more resources of the same type. We go to like orbit info. The asteroids have neodymium, so I'll have to attempt to do that. I do have one tool turret that I built that I can slap on the roof and try that. But apparently to activate warp drive, which I had to go look up, it's K. You need to fly faster to activate warp jump, which is like a wormhole. Okay, sure. So we're flying pretty much as fast as we can. Zoom! Alright, so we get a nice load screen here. A little wormhole looking thing. Let's see how long this takes to load on my ancient system. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's turn the should we turn the cruise off? I kind of want to look at this asteroid. I don't know if it would just say it has resources in it, or I'm gonna have to like go around and check. Don't know. Looks like there's a moon here as well to check out. It's not slamming into the asteroids. I'm sure it's pretty in space. Guess I could turn my lights off while I'm in space here, because they don't really do anything besides make dusty, misty silliness, which is really just terrible. It's not really how lights work. I mean, do the lights in your house create a mist? A fog? Is your house that dusty? If it is, go clean up. But anyways, so this is labeled as hostile. It looks like various amounts of lava, unless that the planet's just bleeding. Turn the cruise on and power on in. I gotta find another decent key binding to turn the dampeners on and off, since I'm spending time in space now. Alright, orbit in 300 meters. Here we go, burning on in. I always feel like I'm gonna slam right into the planet. Alright, our quest is updated here. I still recommend to proceed with maximum caution. There's an unknown factor I cannot... We're just gonna slam down, huh? Oh, 4 G's worth of gravity. Okay. Well, I'm glad there isn't insane collision damage like there is in Space Engineers, or I would have just exploded. Alright, so this is where we landed, and this is where we stay. I did go ahead and in the factory build a gunship. So it's ready to be spawned, but if it's 4G's worth of gravity, I have no idea. So there's no oxygen here either. And my jetpack was turned off. Ooh, a tiny little hop, and I'm going to take damage. Good to know. Let's go ahead and hit the med station here. Well, it looks like there's enemies about. Let's get back in here and start turning some shields on. So 4Gs, I'm going to have to like strap some thrusters to the bottom of the ship just to be able to get out of here. But I guess we need to go scouting here. Approach the station. Well, we got a lot of planet to scout out. We may have to build a new vessel just for this planet with more thrust. Hopefully this thing can lift. It has 6 hover engines. But the anticipation of loading it down. Come on, get out. Alright, we're out. Let's quickly turn on the shields. Shields are already on. Let's go ahead and turn on the turrets too. Level 10s, huh? How is our shield doing? 75%. Not bad. See if we can clear this little area out here. Did I put an O2 tank on this thing? Oh my god. So many enemies. Do you have an O2 tank? Yes, you do. Well, instead of wasting my suit's oxygen, let's turn the oxygen on. Okay. Let's see what some of this stuff is. Oh my god. Just right off the... I'm gonna kill myself just from dropping down. Alright, that's just crushed stone. That looks like silicon. Yeah, silicon. What do you got? You got some batteries? No. I don't want your silly pistol rounds. Alright, so I guess I need to lower my hover vessel so I don't slam myself into the ground every time I get out of it. Yeah, jetpack's basically useless on this planet. Tons of rocks, so we can't really lower it. Wonder what that is. Let's find out. Please stop. Just stop. Hey, Pentaxit raw material. Don't really need it right now. We got a ton in the ship. At least our hover vessel works here on this crazy planet. Alright, I have no bearings, but I am on the equator, so let's just go west, I guess. See what we can see. It's quite quite large mountains up there. I'm really getting stuck on all the tiny rocks at 3 meters up. Havoc rescue module. Turrets are turning behind me, so... something's in range. Probably more enemies. Yep, more enemies. Lots of enemies. Well, I imagine these shields, while they're great for, you know, this stuff, that player versus player, they don't mean a whole lot. Havoc rescue module. Havram. Okay, if I like... Nope, I still took damage when I boosted. Ugh. That guy did some serious damage. Alien assassin. Hey, fire moss and confetti moss are used for the high-end health packs. So, let's save them. Can I make it? Yep. Anybody home? No? Ugh. Dump. O2 tanks empty. Lockers are empty or not functional. Solar capacitor. Shower, toilet. What is this arrow pointing to? No idea. There's a switch. I imagine it's for the lights or something. Epic rescue module. Public. Turn the power on. Let's look at the stats. Does it have enough solar? Current output. Okay. What is it consuming? 76? And output's at 7? Yeah, no. What is actually here? We got a cargo box, automatic doors, bunk beds, showers, toilets, flares, lights, O2 tank vent, a lever, capacitor. So there's pretty much nothing here. So we'll just turn the power back off. 1 second. Yeah, just leave the power off. Alright, so nothing really here that we need. Ugh. Slam into the ground. Alright, continuing west. Hey, Polaris is on this planet. We maxed out our reputation with Talon and Polaris, and of course we bottomed out our reputation with Zirax. guy's not so cool. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I hit the jetpack or not. Maybe we should put a small med kit on our hover vessel here. Yeah, if we're gonna do that, we should turn around and do that. The other option is every time we want to stop, we gotta slowly lower it back down. What are you, Mr. Green Rock? Estrium. I have no source of that currently, so I'm not sure if it's worth it to stop for every rock, but let's see if we can get up this hill. Maybe we can nose up enough. Yep. Maybe. No. Oh, no. Yep. No. Yeah. No. 4 times gravity, huh? Copper. Jeez, these patrols are everywhere. Territory be damned, eh? There's just aliens roaming the planet here. Well, there's some Polaris buildings. Please don't shoot at the Polaris buildings. Waypoint Station, eh? It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, drop. Actually, let's just nose up to the ramp here. Drop on down. Trader Servant Core. Okay, got some stuff, not very much. I'm gonna buy a couple multi-charges for our multi-tool. Yeah, full service facility. Level 1, fabrication hangar, waypoint bar and grill. 2 is farm, 3 is landing pad and engineering, and 4 is personnel. Crafting area activate. Well, use your med station. Oh, look at this whole place. Quite a few constructors. Alright, let's go look upstairs. Now, you weren't kidding about a farm. Alright, do you... Yes, you do. Alright, we need some pumpkins. We need some plant fiber. So, pumpkins seem to have the highest yield of veggies, which is 6, on a longer growth time, which is fine. I don't pick them every 27 minutes like some of these other ones, 27-minute growth time. So, plant protein, which we can get from vegetables. Plant fiber. Yields 4. So, I don't know. 1 or 2? Oh, you guys only take cash, huh? You don't take universal credits. Yeah. He's a food trader. Well, maybe I'll have to go see what I can find in the ship that I can sell these guys. What do I have on me? Nothing much. What will you take? Oh, I could like craft up a few chainsaws or something. I should have some stuff in the ship. I don't think I have anything in the hover vessel though. If I do, it's in the fridge. I did find in the bottom of that radio tower yesterday this EM pulse rifle, this epic. That's pretty much all I found in the whole place. So it looks like we really don't have anything to sell these guys, so we'll just have to worry about veggies for our capital ship laters. But I do think I am going to head back and try to make some modifications to the capital ship so I don't have to drive everywhere on the whole planet. I'm already kind of a little frustrated with the hover vessel and all these tiny rocks and everything to slam into, and I have barely gone anywhere. So, heading on back. Uh, just boom, boom, pinball. And since we nose down just a tiny bit, we seem to catch ourselves every so often on these very small rocks. Ugh, these guys are everywhere. Just everywhere. Guess we will have to hook around. Yeah, our hover boosters are doing basically nothing on this planet. Well, when the description said hostile planet, they weren't kidding. Not only is it hostile enemies everywhere, but there's all these hostile rocks. To get caught up on. Let's make sure we're heading the same direction. Yep. Just adjust our course slightly. Shift W in this game is cruise control, which maxes your forward speed so you don't have to hold the damn button down. All these tiny, tiny rocks. Fun. Alright, so our ship needs to be able to lift. Really? Right there? Why isn't the capital ship doing anything? I really don't feel like driving this thing into the capital ship while the turrets are still firing. Alright. Well, maybe we should leave it out here for defense while we make modifications. Sneaky guy taking cover behind the rocks. Alright. Well, we'll leave you out here. I'm gonna have to make some extra thrusters. I'll probably just slap them on the back and just go with a whole bunch of down thrusters. Currently we generate like, let's look at these statistics. We have 19 meters per second of force, 40 meganewtons. And that's not enough to even really slow us down. So we're going to have to make at least 4 larger thrusters. That kind of sucks. And then if we tip over at all, we're going to be kind of screwed on this super heavy planet. So we'll have to be extra careful. So let's go in here. Capital vessel. What kind of thrusters can we make? Well, we have limited stuffs. We got 31. We took half of everything that was back at the base and half a stack of each material. And for the ammo, we used a bunch of iron before we got all these iron steel plates from scrapping a comms tower. So these generate 20 meganewtons of force. Smalls are pretty much out of the question. They're only 8. And these generate 200, but they're 2x4x2. How many oscillators do I have? Alright, so let's make 4 of these. Should have just about everything already pre-made up. So it shouldn't take too terribly long. You can see when we stopped by the moon, we picked up a bunch of stuff. Before we left the planet, we also picked up some water containers so we could make oxygen. That didn't take long at all. Alright, secondary container is up here. Oh, feels so slow. Yep, we're not parked perfectly, so these wedge stairs are problematic. Well, I'm gonna slam to the ground one way or the other. Don't need to use my drill right now, so put them on 4. Where can we even slap these on temporarily? I don't want to have to start stripping pieces off just to make these stick on. Oh, the shield's on the ship, so you can't place anything. Main shield. Alright, now we should be able to place some thrusters. Let's make sure they're pointed down. Yeah, it seems alright. Not the best, but alright. And this is just fugly, but we can clean it up just a little bit here. Turn over. Ugh. I really should just pull that block out and put it in there. Alright. Now when I go to fix it back, I'm gonna have to get the paint tool out and everything. So, alright. Can I even make this jump on this planet? Yep, just barely though. Alright, can you lift off? You can. Alright, let's make sure we didn't do any... Oh my god, that little force field. Do any damage to the ship when we crashed. Ow. So let's get the repair tool out, look around. Anything? No. Okay. Let's get back in our hover vessel? No. Wait for the jetpack to charge. Ugh, just barely. Alright. So we gotta creep it down to about 1.5 meters off the ground before we can get up in here. Slide right just a little, and down we go. Docked, power off. Dump some of this junk we picked up into the fridge. The stuff with perish time at least. Not gonna worry too much about everything else. Ugh. First aid. Should probably put a first aid station on the back of the hover vessel or something. Just for this planet. Even if I just stick it on there. Alright. This place looks like just hell. We're using 49% power. Shields on. Yep. We're overcapping. Devices. Generator. Back up. There we go. Well, now we can at least leave. Or just scout the planet here. At a wonderful 40 meters per second. Just have to make sure we stay nice and flat. Yeah, we barely made it back to where we were. We're a bit south of where the canyon here that we came through with the Polaris stuff. And go check out these buildings up here on top. We'll probably leave it there. I'll do like a lap around the planet. Logistics hub. And this way I can go back over here to this trader and sell him some of the armor and whatnot that I have collected on the ship here. And buy some more sprouts for my garden. What is this? Unlisted? Can barely see it through all the rain. Engine compartment. Well, let's check that out before we call it here. Sorry, that ship is wobbling all over the place. It's me holding down the auto level button. Not gonna land. Land, please. Alright. Whatever. It's good enough. Ow. High gravity planet. Environmental dangers. And of course, you want me to go up ramps. Alright, looks like we got solar panel. Is this another, like, little mini starter base? There's a outdoor ventilator. Nah, this looks like a broken something or other. Yep. There's combat steel blocks. Capacitor. We're just gonna cut our way in because, you know, time is a thing. Some grow plots, a grow light, some lockers. Yeah, looks like a little starter base. Pretty neat. Neat concept. Taking a crash ship. Yeah. Public core, so it's a starter base. Taking a crashed piece of a ship and turning it into a base. The ventilator is double-sided, so I think that actually would block, or maybe it's not airtight. So there you go. If I didn't cut a hole in it, I could turn the power on, put some oxygen in it, and have a base. But I've got this floating base, so I'm good to go. Does this hurt? No? Okay. I'm glad this thing has a ramp on it. On this planet, at least. Alright. So modifications done. Can now fly around. I have a bit of exploring to do until I find something interesting to actually do. So we'll leave it there. So if you watch this and all of this, and watch me crash onto this planet, thanks for watching.